Hi guys, welcome to my sewing space. For those who don't know me, my name is Pula and this is my sewing channel. I'm going to show you guys how to create corners today, nice sharp corners for that matter. I'll show you two different techniques whereby the first one is a normal one that is a 90-degree angled corner, and then the second one is done with 2 points at a 45-degree angle. I'm doing this video because I know for sure that there's somebody somewhere who does not know how to do a proper corner. So yeah, worry not, I'm here for your rescue. Let us just have a look at the things I'm going to use. I've got my fabric, I've got my white thread so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it's lighter than the fabric, I know. I've got my clippers and I've got a dressmaking pencil. This pencil, I'm going to use it to mark my turning point. So let us not waste any time and get into the video. My stitching is going to start from the top, from there all the way going down, go across, then turn there and go up again. Now, to make things easier for yourself at a corner, well, assuming that you're sewing at a 1 centimeter allowance, you'll make a point there at 1 centimeters from both edges, from the side to and to the other side for when you turn, and you'll make a mark on both sides. Make sure that these points are at the same level. Okay guys, so I want to show you guys a beautiful trick. If you want to have a nice straight stitch, always pay attention to these numbers here on your machine. So this will be 10 millimeters, which is 1 centimeter, 15 millimeters, which is 1.5 centimeters, depending on what seam allowance you want. So if I want 1 centimeter allowance, so I'll make sure that my fabric is right at the edge of 1 centimeters. So once you're there, you press the foot down and start sewing all the way down. As you can see, I'm almost close to the corner. So at this point, I'm going to make a few stitches by hand just to make sure that I don't pass the point that I made, all right? And when I get there, I put the foot down, release this, and then make a turn. And even when I turn this side here, you see it's still at 1 centimeters. Put it down and continue sewing. So now on this side, I am trying to achieve a 45-degree angle corner. So what I'm going to do is, let me just do that. So I'll make a few stitches by hand, but on here I'm not only going to turn once, I will turn twice. All right, so the needle is down. I'm going to turn my fabric 45 degrees at a 45-degree angle, and then make a 1 stitch there, lift the presser foot and sew again. I'm a little bit off 1 centimeters, but I mean, I can't go back now. You get what I mean? You get it? You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
Certificate. You get it?
Okay.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
So here we go. This is the project that I've just done. There's the first corner that I did, and there's the second one that I did. You know what, let me just remove this pencil because I'm sure you can't see clearly. Okay, that looks better. I'm sure you can see properly now. Let's take a close look at what I did. So on the right hand side is a right angle, and on the other side it's a 45-degree angle corner. Okay, now regardless of which technique of corner you're going to use, you always need to snip the corner before you turn it. So you're going to snip in that way and that way. So you'll snip here right at the corner. See, you just need to make sure that you don't snip closer to the stitch line. So you make another snip right there and another one right there. You do the same thing on the other side. You snip there and the other one's on the sides. See, I'm so far from the stitch line. The one thing you don't want is when you turn your project inside out and then there's a hole there on the corner. So just make sure that you snip away from the stitch line, please. So once you have secured all the edges and snipped all corners on this side of the fabric, you'll turn your project right side out. The trick is to have your thumb at the corner and flip it over. You'll do the same thing on the other side. Have your thumb at the corner and flip it out. You see? So if your corners are very bulky, I will advise you to go back and snip more fabric, and that should really help you. So there you go, guys. I'm happy with how my corners are looking. See, you can hardly even tell the difference which technique is which. But you know, like, for the sake of this video, let me just label so you don't get confused at the end. But you'll see it's not much of a difference. So this is the sharp one and this is the 45-degree angle one. So you can choose whichever one you want to use, but the difference is not that much. Take a pencil and push that corner out. Guys, when you do this step, please be careful. Never use a sharp object to turn your corner, as this will just rip your corner apart. It'll just create a big hole there for you and you will have to start again from scratch, and it's not nice. Okay, so never use a sharp object. Rather use a point turner or a pencil like me. Repeat the same process on the other side as well. So once you're happy with your corners and you've pushed out enough, take your project to the iron and press that flat. Okay, so I'm back at it, and this is the corners. So you decide which one you want to use. Do you want to use this one? Do you want to make this one with a 45-degree angle, or do you want to make this one? But looking from this picture, you can see that there is not so much of a difference. So whichever one you are welcome to use. But guys, if you are going to decide on which technique to use, rather stick to one technique for whatever garment you are making. If you're making a cushion as well, same thing, just stick to one technique at a time. Okay, so yeah guys, this is what I have. This is the results, and I am done.